Hey guys, Billy Epperhart here and answering some of your questions on business. Here's a question we just had sent in. It says, what tips can you give for someone who owns a service-oriented business? I have a salon and I've been dealing with getting and keeping quality stylists. How can I shift this source of income from a service to a business? What advice can you give on how to expand while dealing with the turnover rate in the salon industry? Thank you. Well, one of the keys, first of all, I want to say it's a great question, and thanks for sending it in. And one of the keys, of course, is positioning yourself correctly in your business, and so that has to do with you. And so I've talked about that in another blog. Another vlog. But then it goes to what once you understand the role you play is the old cliche, you're not working in your business, you're working on your business. So when you position yourself in your thinking that way, but then secondly, it really has to do, number two, with your values. So number one's you, right? And you thinking correctly that you're working on your business, not in your business. Then number two is what your values are, or you could even call them standards that you have, because there's certain things that you value, like you value excellence or you value honesty. And what happens is when you share your values, which creates a level of standard that you have, when you share those values, what you're really doing is you're saying as a business no to certain things. So, for example, you're saying no to the lack of excellence, that kind of thing. What that does is act as a filter for number three, which is actually hiring, and that's what you're talking about, hiring the right people. And so when you're actually, the hiring process is that you're looking for honest people, you're looking for people of excellence. And I've had people come back to me and say, well, if you have too high standards, you're never going to hire anybody. Well, there's an element of truth to that, but the problem is if you're going to say yes to everybody who applies, then what's going to happen to you is you're going to inherit a multitude of problems and challenges you wouldn't have to have. In fact, I like to say this to business owners and entrepreneurs when they're actually starting a business or creating a business and it comes to their customers, that you have to have some customers you say no to. The reason you have to have some customers you say no to, because then that gives you the opportunity to say yes to others. Everybody's not your customer. So let me say it this way, everybody's not your employee. So number one's you, number two is your values, and then number three is hiring. The people you hire and those values will help act as a screening process to the people you hire. So right now, if you have high turnover, one of the things to prevent the turnover side is making sure you hire better. And frankly, if I can be this candid on this vlog, you have to fire better, which means that in some cases, you're going to miss it at the hiring point. And if you have an employee that's not, I like to say it this way, one apple spoils the whole bunch. Bad apple will spoil the whole bunch of the good apples. You have to be able to hire and fire. And in fact, I will say this, one thing that really helps you determine if you're really going to be a leader and a boss is so to speak, or an owner, is your ability to fire. That's as important as your ability to hire if somebody's not performing. And then the fourth thing that I would say is training. And I have a manual here that we call Organizational Mastery. And I'm not promoting the manual here for somebody to buy it, but you can get it by going to our website. But on here, we talk about the kind of people you need to look for, and we also talk about how you position yourself as a leader, manager in your business. And so number four literally is training, and this gives you the elements that you need for training and other things that you can do. We talk about, which I'll talk about in another vlog, systems, procedures, and planning. And of course, we talk about we have a whole chapter in here on delegation and some other things that we talk about. So this is a good tool to have to be able to use in your business when you're actually looking at how do I hire, how do I identify, and literally how you set your system up in your business to be able to be successful. So this is Billy Epperhart. Hey, thanks for watching the vlog, and I'll see you right back here on another one. Thanks. Bye-bye.